Hello, Squadron. Welcome back. For those who are new, my name is Omar, and I decided to do something new. I've been pulled on a lot recently to do a collective reading. Didn't know what topic I wanted to do. It was going to be the Lionsgate portal or New Moon Leo. I've decided to do the New Moon Leo. Might also do the Lionsgate. Who knows? If you're interested in what messages come out for that, stay tuned. Before I started filming, though, the Two of Pentacles did come out. This reading is going to be different than other new moon and full moon readings I've done in the past. I would do the astrology first and then do the tarot. This time around, I'm going to do the tarot as I'm talking about the astrology to see what these aspects, the celestial bodies, and these signs want to communicate for the collective. Like I said, before I started filming, Two of Pentacles came out. This is going to be a time that is going to be about juggling many different aspects and priorities. So, Two of Pentacles is multiple priorities, time management, adaptability, and balancing decisions. The new moon in Leo is going to be challenging you to see where you might be taking on too much, right? Where you're spreading yourself too thin is what I'm hearing. Now, the new moon Leo itself is going to be occurring on July 24th, 2025 at 3:10 p.m. This is Eastern Standard Time, so just adjust it for where you are. And it's going to be occurring at 2 degrees Leo. If you want to get a copy of your natal chart for free, Cafe Astrology will do so. The link is down in my description. Also, a link for how to understand what the 12 houses of your birth chart governs. It's also down there. But yes, 2 degrees Leo. We already got Two of Pentacles. Is there anything else that wants to come out for this new moon Leo at 2 degrees? Is there any other message that wants to come out for the Two of Pentacles? Oh, we did get a card. Apathy. Four of Cups. Meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, and being disconnected. So not only are you overwhelmed, or that's going to be highlighted during this new moon, the feeling of being overwhelmed, you're also going to be facing depression, apathy. I'm like tuning into it. I'm hearing, okay, in the I'm about to say Four Pentacles. In the Four of Cups, you can see how the cloud, which is representing spirit, universe, God, goddess, is offering the figure a cup, but they're so fixated on the three cups in front of them, they're paying no attention to the cup behind them. Emotionally, you're focusing on all the wrong things, probably because you're not ready to leave a current situation behind. Look to your house of Leo. That's probably going to be a key indicator as to what that is. And it's probably also going to be hinting at where you've been taking on too much in your life. Next aspect I want to talk about is the fact that, oh, my nose is itching. It always itches when I'm channeling. This new moon energy is going to run into the full moon in Aquarius. That's because Leo and Aquarius are mirror energies. When I was initially tapping into this energy, I heard spotlight, like just straight up channeling. I've been hearing spotlight. It's going to be spotlighting something. Looking at the fact that while the new moon is happening, okay, Leo is going to be in possession of three celestial bodies: the moon at 2 degrees Leo, the sun at 2 degrees Leo, and Mercury at 13 degrees Leo, but retrograding. The moon represents our emotional self. The sun is our core identity, but it's also spotlighting. See where spotlight comes in at? Spotlighting the aspect of our lives that a particular sign governs when it's there. In this case, it's highlighting or spotlighting Leo energy. And last but certainly not least, the Mercury retrograde is digging up where we are having communication issues. It's also highlighting scattered thoughts. This may be a time where you just feel like you're all over the place. You can't stay on one thought too long before something else takes root. You can have technology issues. I want to assure you this is not because the universe hates you or something like that. You don't have to go outside and be like, God, why have you forsaken me? No, Mercury is more of a time where it's like, stop looking outwardly, stop looking outwardly and turn inward, turning into your inner world, which will require you to slow down. That's why you're having all these issues, because Mercury wants you to really take your time. And I pulled these cards back up because that's what that Two of Pentacles is giving me, where you've been taking on too much and Mercury's like, chill, let's slow down, let's wait. Can I get a card for the combination of the sun, the moon, and Mercury retrograding in Leo? Can I get a card for the combination of those three energies? Can I get a card for 10 of Pentacles, but sideways? Normally, readers don't read sideways cards as either upright or in reverse. I read always diagonal, sideways. When a card comes out sideways, it is highlighting the fact that there is a choice that needs to be made, hence why it's sideways. Depending on how you choose, this card could end up upright or it could end up in reverse. The 10 of Pentacles is all about family, legacy, generational wealth, you name it. I'm going to give you both sides. So upright is about wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, and sorry. Thought I had to sneeze. My goodness. Uh I said collaboration. No, contribution. There we go. In reverse, though, it is the dark side of wealth, financial failure or loss, fleeting success, lack of stability, and lack of resources. I am starting to see why you're in that Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups energy, because you are chasing this 10 hard. But you're doing it in all the wrong ways. The Four of Cups being with the Two of Pentacles, and now I see collectively it's spotlighting this 10 of Pentacles sideways in Leo energy. I'm trying to get into the energy. You're chasing the 10 in the wrong way. There's an easier way to get to the 10 of Pentacles, but it won't be the way you have been doing. And that is what those three celestial bodies are trying to highlight to you. The fact of needing to slow down and earnestly look at your life and go, ooh, I just heard, is this sustainable? This might be a deep truth bomb for those who need to hear that. Is this actually sustainable? Only you know that. But yes, all right. So this is playing off of the opposition energy that is going on in Aquarius. Aquarius is where Pluto is currently doing its yearly retrograde. The thing that I found very interesting, though, is Pluto is going to be retrograding at 2 degrees Aquarius. We have the sun and the moon at 2 degrees Leo. We got Pluto retrograding at 2 degrees Aquarius. You see where I'm going with that? Yeah, that is a powerful energy. Can I get a card for Pluto retrograding at 2 degrees Aquarius during the new moon? What is that energy bringing up for us during this time? Hangman in reverse. Retrograde reverse. I see what they did there. That's clever. That's a very clever thing that they did. This is about delays, standstills, resistance, stalling, indecision, a fear of sacrifice, and a lack of control. The hangman is a major arcana. It's the only major arcana that we have out here. Therefore, during this new moon Leo, Pluto is acting as a major player. It's channeling major arcana energy, and major arcanas represent those huge life chapters that we need to go through, right? Minor arcanas deal with the everyday energy. The hangman, which is Piscean energy, I'm just making sure I'm holding it the right way. The hangman is Piscean energy, Neptune energy, which we do have in play because Neptune is retrograding in Aries. I'm going to be getting to that. I'm going to be talking about that energy and how it's interplaying. But yes, Pluto being in retrograde, Pluto is a detective energy. When it is retrograding, it is digging into us. It's digging into the core of us, and it's bringing core wounding, trauma, unhealed wounds to the surface, not to shove them in our face, but to be like, can we finally heal from this? We've been seeing this in the collective being played out on the grand stage between governments, different segments of community, society as a whole. I'm not surprised that this is out here. The hangman is all about being able to see a new perspective through sacrifice. The fact that it is out here in reverse is challenging us. Are we really willing to embrace a new way of seeing things, even if it means sacrificing something that we thought was important? I do want to read the Hangman upright. Hangman, when it is upright, is about pause, sacrifice, letting go, a new perspective, enlightenment, viewing things different than before, deep insight, sacrifice, change, and release. I know all of these things can be very hard. And the fact that that's coming out with Pluto, named after the god of the underworld, the god of death. Oh boy, wherever you have Aquarius, that's where some major letting go needs to happen. And if you are, I'll say this, if you are either a Leo, sun, moon rising, Aquarius, sun, moon rising, this next 2 weeks, well, actually the next month, because it's the 2 weeks between the new moon Leo and the full moon Aquarius, and then the 2 weeks after that leading into new moon Virgo. So this could be a very intense time for my Leos and my Aquariuses. Y'all are center stage. You're the major players here, and you're definitely going to be getting main character energy with everything you're going through. Next up, ooh, yeah. So now we can get into the supporting energy. There we go. Oh, wait, I just heard everything that is coming out for you or happening in, well, at the new moon Leo. It may not make sense now, but full clarity is going to come. I see what's on the bottom. I'm going to talk about that. I just caught it in the camera, what was on the bottom. That's funny as I'm saying this. It's all going to be revealed and make sense during the full moon in Aquarius. And the reason why I say it's funny, I'm talking about Aquarius energy. The Fool is the major arcana for Aquarius. That's a Uranus card. Uranus is Uranus is the ruling planet for Aquarius. So as I'm literally sitting here like, oh yeah, the full moon Aquarius is when everything is going to make sense, the big reveals. And an Aquarius card is right on the bottom, and I'm showing it to y'all. This is why I love what I do. Upright, new beginnings, possibility, innocence, spontaneity, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, pleasure. For those who wanted to see what it said, there you go. You cannot make this up. All right. I did say we have some supporting energy going on. We have support from two signs in particular, Aries and Gemini. I'm going to start with Aries. Aries is where we currently have both Saturn and Neptune retrograding. Saturn retrograde is pretty much asking us, can we go back to the drawing board? Like, I know you think that this plan is solid, but it could be better with a little bit more put into it. Neptune, when it retrogrades, it's pulling off the rose colored glasses. It's showing us where we might have fallen into the illusion. We might have distracted ourselves, disassociated ourselves from the truth. Neptune in retrograde is like, there's no more for that. Neptune in retrograde is the Seven of Cups in reverse, where you feel overwhelmed. And then in reverse, it's like, nope, you're grounded and you have clear focus on one goal, one cup. That's what Neptune is. Can I get a card for Neptune and Saturn retrograding in Aries? Can I get a card for that? Can I get a card for Neptune and Saturn? Oh, I got two cards. And they're biggies. Saturn and Neptune in Aries is highlighting during this new moon Knight of Swords and Hierophant, both in reverse. Yep. Knight of Swords in reverse. Restless, unfocused, burnout, impulsive, no direction, unpredictable, and a disregard for consequences. This could be you or someone in your environment. I'm feeling for a lot of you, this may be someone in your environment. I don't know why. It doesn't feel like you. It feels like someone you're going to be having an argument with. Knights are associated with fixed energy because they are just coming in. They have tunnel vision. They're going to go after exactly what it is that they want. With this Knight being in reverse, this is someone that's going to be very argumentative. They're not going to be physically combative, but they're going to be very argumentative. They're going to hold their point. They're going to bulldoze your opinion and thought about things. Like, all that matters is you know they're right, you hear their opinion, and making you admit that you're wrong. And if you don't admit that you're wrong, just know that this person has in their mind that you're wrong. You just aren't willing to admit it, even though they're most likely the one that's wrong. This came out with Hierophant energy. Hierophant is another major arcana energy. This is Taurus. Yes, this is the major arcana. I can look at the card. Why am I guessing? Yes, it's Taurus. So, I don't like the fact that the Hierophant is out here. Usually when the Hierophant is out here, it is asking, what is your relationship to society, the collective? Is bringing up rules and order, conformity, approval, bonded relationships, all of that. In reverse, though, it gets to be a very interesting card because it is about personal beliefs, freedom, going against the grain, unconventional, foolishness, generosity, unorthodoxy, didn't even know that was a word, blind faith, and misconceptions. Whatever arguments you're going to be having, Aries, look to whatever house you have Aries. If you're an Aries sun, moon, rising, you're going to be feeling this in the depths of your being, coming to the top. I'm going to be real with you. Just prepare yourself for arguments. Prepare yourself for arguments, most likely with someone who has a very toxic mindset, very toxic beliefs, who just wants to be argumentative with you. And either you or the person are going to be holding a very unconventional stance. I do want to say it's you. This person, I feel like, is more so going to be the Knight. Is going to be more so arguing from the energy of society, government, community, collective. And you're going to be taking the stance of, ooh, also religion. I heard religion too. Religion might be a big sticking point. Just the way it came through, it was like religion. Y'all might argue about religion badly. Like, and when I say badly, whatever the topic of these conversations are, I feel like some of you, because this is happening in Aries now, you know Aries, it's the ram for a reason. It could end some relationships. Yeah. Whether this is with family, friends, intimate partners, co-workers, y'all are not going to be the same. I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. Just don't shoot me. Wow. Ooh. Like I said, Aries is going to be a supporting energy. It's going to be directly supporting Leo because they're both fire signs. Leo is going to be getting 100% support with this. And now looking at what Leo energy is and looking at what Aries energy is, I'm like, I kind of feel like you could also be arguing with people about your 10 of Pentacles. You could be arguing with people about it's their fault that you feel so overwhelmed. Oh, people putting a lot of pressure on you. Not wanting to continue. If this is a job, like if it's a job or career field that you were pressured into or feel pressured into, this is going to be a time where you really like be honest with some people that you never wanted to be in this field. You never wanted to do this job in the first place. You were just appeasing other people. Had to get some water. Yeah, I'm really feeling people pleasing, and you're like, enough is enough. Can I get a card for how Aries is going to be supporting Leo? This is going to be through trine energy because both Leo and Aries are fire signs along with Sagittarius. So there's going to be like this whole power of three going on energy. I don't know why. Every time I say trine, I'm like power of three. But yeah, there's going to be like that really strong energy. Oop, there we go. Oh, I know why. Temperance. The reason why I was smiling like that, Temperance is the major arcana for Sagittarius. Power of three. Leo, Aries, Sag. Upright, it is about balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, and finding meaning. Also, I want to point out the fact that it's another 5 card. So the first major arcana we had, well, no, the first one we had was the Hangman. And put some respect on that. The second one we got was the Hierophant. The Hierophant has the number 5. 5 is the energy of the unexpected. But then I looked at Temperance. Temperance is 14, which also breaks down to 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. And it says the number 5 is about change and options. You're going to be making a change. You're going to speak your truth. And it's ultimately going to be leading to a change. Lean on your Aries house. Even though it's going to make you argue with some people. Okay, there we go. Temper the fire. Temper the energy of Aries. But if you can temper it, it will help you to not only make the decisions you need to make to get out of that 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles sideways energy, but it's also going to help you not to explode on these people, even if they deserve it, but not explode and burn bridges if you don't have to burn bridges. I'm just going to say it like that. I do also want to bring attention to the fact that because we do have the 2 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, we have cards of like suit. We could do some sacrifice. I said sacrificing. Subtraction. We're gonna come back to sacrificing. Because that's what I feel like here. I wanted to say 2 from 10 is the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is all about devoting yourself to the path that's going to bring you to the 10 of Pentacles. I just said sacrificing. Y'all see this as a sacrifice. I'm be real with you. Whatever this 10 of Pentacles is in your life, you don't see it as something good. You see it as a sacrifice. It's taking too much of you to go after it. I'm so sorry. Wow. Yeah, I don't believe in coincidences. You see it as a sacrifice. Temperance is out here saying there's a better way to get to the 10 that you're more aligned with. All right. Now, Aries is also going to be in sextile energy, which is a lesser supporting energy than a trine. Trine is you got to be a fire sign to get what Aries is putting out. Aquarius is an air sign, but air and fire are both yang elementals or masculine elementals. So fire will support the air. I mean, how can it not? Fire needs air to live. Can we get a card on how Aries is going to be supporting Aquarius during this time? Aries is definitely supporting everybody. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Upright, unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, and connection. Wherever you have Aquarius, Pluto might be telling you that whatever is going on in your Aquarius house may be affecting you getting the relationship that you want. And for those who are like, oh, I'm enjoying being single, I don't need anybody, do you though? I mean, none of us are really an island. We may not need people in the same way, but that doesn't necessarily mean we deserve to be alone either. But the reason why I'm saying this, Two of Cups is seen as a soulmate card. It's the minor or lesser version of the Lover's card. And it's coming out here for Aries supporting Aquarius. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there. Aquarius may be asking you to sacrifice something for the greater good of your love life. Examples of that. If you have Aquarius in I'm just trying to think of a random house. We'll go with your 11th house. This is bringing up the fact that like your friends or even your future goals might be preventing you from getting the relationship you deserve. If this is your 4th house, family, your family, whether it's birth family or found family, they might be stopping you from going after the love you want. They may be influencing you negatively, putting their trauma on you, and you think you don't want to be in a relationship, but you actually do. Like, oh, that's heavy. That is a heavy aspect right there. Moving on. Now we also have Gemini with Uranus Uranus and Venus. There we go. Venus is the planet of love. It's how we love, but it's also how we appreciate things like art and beauty and aesthetics and all of those great things. Venus is at 22 degrees Gemini. It's direct, so we love that. That's a very supportive energy. And we also have Uranus. Uranus is the troublemaker. It's the disruptor. If you want to know how bad it can get, ask a Taurus sun, moon, rising. They had to deal with Uranus for like, I want to say the past 7 years. It's been rough for Taurus. If you know a Taurus, just go easy on them. They had a time. But yes, can we get a card for Venus and Uranus and Gemini and what that energy is highlighting during this new moon Leo? Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands is about delay, lack of motivation, lack of energy, lack of passion, weighed down, and boredom. This is an interesting card to come out because I wouldn't think this with Venus, but it does make sense with Uranus. No, actually, no, now I'm not saying it out loud. Wands is naturally fire energy. That's creativity. That's passion. It's sex. That's Venus. That's Venus. Okay. Wherever you have Gemini energy, you might have been lacking a spark. That's what's being highlighted right now by those two celestial bodies in your Gemini house or interacting with your Gemini placements, helping you to not only acknowledge the loss of spark, but to get it back. I just heard start a new fire. Absolutely. All right, we're going to start with Pluto. How is Gemini trine energy with Pluto in Aquarius? How is Gemini supporting its fellow air sign Aquarius during this new moon? Five of Swords sideways. It kind of like somersaulted out. All these fives. Collective. Just let it go. Make the change. I know it sounds hard, but just make the change. In reverse is about past resentment, a desire to reconcile, making amends, and a desire to forgive. Upright is about conflict, disagreements, defeat, winning at all costs, competition, sneakiness, bullies, theft, and abusive relationships. You want to leave it behind you. You're like, no more. No mas. No mas. Since it is in your house of Aquarius and we just did how Aries is helping you, this may be a fear. You may have a deep-seated fear where you've been in abusive relationships in the past. You've dealt with bullies in the past, very sneaky people, people who are just looking out for them, kind of saying F your feelings. And this has made you take yourself off the market for too long because you fear this happening again. Aries is like, but we're missing out on the love that's meant for us. Gemini is like, we can acknowledge this, but can we forgive ourselves? Because sometimes when we hear forgiveness, we think that we have to forgive the person that did something wrong to us. There are many ways to forgive people. You can forgive people with their higher self or with their spirit team, with God. God is the universe, but you never have to physically tell a person you forgive them. You can write an entire letter, like actually write a letter, like by hand or on the computer, and then print it out, fold it up nicely, and set it on fire. There you go. That was your forgiveness ritual. You never actually have to give a person forgiveness or even tell a person that you forgave them to forgive them. This is about you. I'm just going to be real with you. This is about you and what you need. All right. How is Gemini energy supporting Leo during this new moon? How is Gemini energy supporting Leo during this new moon? Oh, there we go. Oh, Leo, you're not supporting yourself. You're not taking care of yourself. We got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse is inner feelings, self care, self love, codependency, and insecurity. This is an individual who gives and gives and gives so much to other people and they leave nothing for themselves. They give from their cup until their cup has maybe like 2 drops left. They could be dying of thirst and they'll make it work. They'll be like, yeah, I never needed water. They needed water more than me. Like, I can wait on water. No, you can't. Gemini is saying, stop putting yourself last. Whether you're Leo sun, moon, rising, stop putting yourself last. If you have a Leo house or houses, that's the area of your life that you need to stop shortchanging yourself. Whew, this reading is a lot, let me tell you. And the last 2 aspects I want to talk about, I feel like they're the mind in their business, like out like in left field, and that is Mars in Virgo and Jupiter in Cancer. Both water and earth are yin energy. Mercury retrograde. They're both yin energy. Yes, there could be some square aspects going on and stuff like that, but honestly, I feel like they're just helping, more so focused on helping the respective signs that they're in. So I'm going to get a card for both of them. Can I get a card for Mars and Virgo and how that's helping the collective? How is Mars and Virgo helping the collective? 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is celebration, joy, harmony, marriage, home, community, and homecoming. Mars is trying to bring some stability to the Virgos and your Virgo house or houses. And that's honestly a beautiful card because the 4 of Wands is an Aries card. What's the ruling planet of Aries? Mars. Beautiful. Jupiter in Cancer. Can we get a card for how Jupiter in Cancer is helping the collective during this new moon? How is Jupiter in Cancer helping the collective during this full moon? There we go. Before I did this reading, I swear to you, I saw this card. The fact that this card is out here is hilarious. 6 of Wands, Leo energy. Coming through Jupiter being in Cancer. This is my he, she, they who is victorious card. This is a person that has confidence bordering on arrogance, but they have it for a reason. They know that they're the shit. And now you gonna know they the shit. Oh, upright, public recognition, victory, progress, and self-confidence. Like I said, Mars in Virgo, Jupiter in Cancer, they are minding their business, but they are supporting you deeply behind the scenes. Whatever house you have Virgo in, whatever house you have Cancer in, or if you are a Cancer or Virgo, sun, moon, rising, you're getting the support. It just may not be as obvious as what's going on with the air and the fire signs, but it's there. It is there. And then I'm going to wrap up with just an overall message. Because I've given you so much, but if you really want me to go through very quickly, Pluto is helping you to see where you are trapping yourself, the reason why delays are happening in your life. We have Aries coming through with that very supportive 2 of Cups energy. encouraging you to get the love that you deserve. Gemini is helping you with Pluto to understand that you can forgive people, but the forgiveness is more so for you. You don't need to directly forgive them, but also stop letting what happened in the past with people keep affecting your future, especially when it comes to your happiness and finding the love that you deserve. When we go over to the Leo side of things, we got the Two of Pentacles, we got the Four of Cups, doing too much, overwhelming ourselves, emotionally just not there anymore. We're checked out. I'm just telling you, you're overwhelmed physically and you're checked out emotionally. And it's all because you're chasing a 10 of Pentacles, but you're chasing it for the wrong reasons. Eight of Pentacles. Is this the right way to get your 10 of Pentacles? No, there's a better way. There's a better way. Aries coming through to help Leo with temperance, to show that balance, that better way, balancing the physical and the intangible, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Also, Gemini coming through to let you know, stop putting other people before yourself. Take care of yourself with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Coming through now with Aries energy. Aries energy came out with the Knight of Swords with the Hierophant, showing that this is a time where obviously arguments are going to be on the rise. You're going to have people that they're going to try and manipulate you, try and influence you to see things from their perspective, but you have a very unconventional mind. You're going to be approaching things from an unconventional place, and that's going to anger them more. Just being real. Gemini is then also with Uranus and Venus helping you to understand that the fire has gone out, the spark has gone out. How can you get it back? Venus and Uranus working together in Gemini is going to help to bring that fire back in your Gemini house or houses. And then Mars and Virgo came through to help to bring the joy to the Virgo parts of your life, the celebration, and Jupiter in Cancer is helping you to be that person who is victorious that you really are. Whole lot of messages. And now we're going to conclude. So, can we get one final card to wrap this up? This opposition energy that's going on between Pluto and Leo. And actually, no, all the energies I listed. There we go. Can I get a card to sum up just the general energy of this new moon, Leo, with all the celestial bodies at play? Can I just get one general card? Can I get one general card for this time? Can I get one final card to wrap up this reading? Oh, two cards. Oh, but they're good cards. They're good cards. So to wrap it up, the final advice for this new moon in Leo, you got the Hermit, which is Virgo energy, another major arcana card. You have a lot of major lessons happening with this new moon. Let me just stop for a minute to acknowledge. You got the Hangman, Pisces energy, the Hierophant, Taurus energy, and Temperance, Sagittarius energy, and now the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. The Hermit upright, soul searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking, being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, and consciousness. The reason why I say you can't get a better card than this, inside of the lamp, can I get it to focus? There we go. Inside the lamp that the Hermit is holding, that's helping to guide his way, that's a star. You want to take a guess as to what sign the star card is in tarot? If you said Aquarius, you are correct. Again, another indicator that when we get to the full moon, and did I write the date down? I hope I did. No, I did not write the date down for the full moon Aquarius. If anyone knows the date for the full moon Aquarius, please write it in the comments. If I remember, I'll write it in the comments. But yeah, this is just solidifying the truth that you are seeking will happen during the full moon Aquarius. That's the confirmation. Also, behind that, you got another freaking 5. You end the reading with another 5. This is a good 5 to have in reverse, though. It is the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles upright is lack, scarcity mindset, financial loss, ill health, everything like that. When it's in reverse, it means you are getting back everything that you lost. You are recovering from financial loss, from spiritual poverty. You have charity coming into your life, and overall, everything's just improving. Look at that. Overall, you're going to find the truth that you're seeking by taking the time to go inward, work with Pluto, work with Leo. I mean, honestly, work with all this energy, but primarily working with that Pluto and Aquarius retrograding energy, digging things up. Leo helping to spotlight those areas of your life where you're overwhelming yourself, you're just depressed, deep in apathy, and you're not taking care of yourself. It's not balanced. You're going to see the truth. You're going to see the way out with the star, which the star is all about hope. It's hope, it's faith. It's a wonderful card. But you're also, with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, you're going to get back everything that you've lost. That's wonderful. So yeah, that is going to do it for the astrology and the tarot. I hope this made sense. Like I said, I was trying something new. Give me some feedback in the comments. And that is going to do it for this. And I can't wait for you to tell me how these messages resonated with you. Until we meet again, let's see, what am I wishing for you? I guess I would say that I am wishing you the best on your healing journey to become your true self. There we go. Namaste.